At the edge of the map, there's a place few travellers ever reach, a land where icebergs drift like mountains and the ocean feels alive. I came here to see what life's really like beyond the Arctic Circle. No script, no plan, just discovery. From stormy seas to tiny villages and glaciers that seem to breathe. This is Greenland, the edge of everything. So let's go. So you join me at the start of the Blue hiking trail here in Ilulissat. The Blue trail starts just at the end of the Red trail along the boardwalks. If you haven't seen that video, then I'll include a link below. Make sure you watch that first. And similar to the yellow hiking route, again, if you haven't seen that one, I'd recommend you watch that. You need to follow blue markers, and it is really windy, really icy and really cold today. The blue route's about 6 kilometers, I think. Should take about 3 hours, 4 hours if I don't get lost. Probably not the best day to be taking the longest hike in Ilulissat at the top of all of those high cliffs, but let's follow the blue markers and we'll get started. It's already looking treacherous. There's huge jumps. I mean, just at the start you can see the icebergs, but we are following these blue dots that are painted on rocks. If it's anything like the yellow one, it will be really difficult to find them when we get a bit farther down the trail. This is rated 4 out of 4 difficulty by the Ilulissat guide, so I'm expecting it to be quite tough. Oh, it is windy, really windy, and the wind makes it really cold. I think the feels like temperature is currently minus 15 Celsius and the wind speed is 30 miles an hour. It's not the best idea, this, is it? But we'll keep going. We'll see how far we can get, hopefully do the whole trail. So here's the blue dot. Where's the next one? So there are some blue dots, there are some blue stones, and then there are some blue mounds. This is the view already. And this trail should take us all the way along to an old quarry somewhere towards the end of the trail. I spy the next blue dot just in the distance. So it's about 11 AM. The sun doesn't seem to have risen completely. You might just be able to see over the horizon. There's also heavy rain clouds in the sky, which is not a good sign. So the next blue dot is up here. And then there's another one down there. So it's getting more and more difficult. Now I need to walk across this field of boulders. Blue dot. So it's constantly having to think ahead. One wrong step and you're down. Because we are on the side of a sheer cliff here. So one wrong move and you tumble down into the freezing iceberg covered waters. You last maybe 3 minutes before you're dead. So it's constantly thinking ahead, what's the next step I make? What's the easiest rock to climb on? What happens if I get stuck? What do I do? So I think we go through this opening here. And then I see a blue dot in the distance. I've heard there might be some wild Arctic foxes roaming around this trail as we get a bit farther down, and maybe some wild dogs as well. So I'll keep the camera rolling so you can see anything if something does pop up. So we are probably 3/4 to the top of the highest point now, and this is the view that we see, just endless icebergs. Let's keep going up here. I can see a blue mound of stones at the top, so this is a way marker. I don't know if you can actually hear me because the wind is so strong. And then I see a blue mound of stones going all the way up to the top of that bit of the cliff. We're now walking through what seems to be a bog of some kind. It's quite slippery underfoot. But it's around here that we might see ptarmigan nests, birds that are native to the Arctic territory areas of countries. I've heard them, I just haven't seen any yet. But here's the next blue mound, and then they go all the way up here. So we now have to get up the side of this cliff face. The camera really doesn't do justice how steep these things are, and it's just loose gravel and loose sand all the way up. All the way around is icebergs. And that's the reason I'm doing this trail. I just have to keep reminding myself that I need to stop, even if it is really cold and windy, and just look out at this view. But the immediate issue is, how are we going to get up here? How can you possibly get up this one? Now I'm slipping. There's just nowhere to step on this one. There was an easier way to do that, but I don't know where it was. As we're getting higher, the wind is getting significantly stronger. I'm now being guided by some little doggies, 3 of them. They're just guiding the way. Maybe they're guiding me, maybe they are the spirits guiding me along the right path. They're literally just following me all the way around. Turning around and checking I'm following them. And they stop when I stop, and then when I start walking again, they start walking again. As long as their mum or dad doesn't turn up and start attacking me, I don't mind. So these could be wild dogs, or they could be puppies, because there are a lot of big husky dogs tied up around Ilulissat, but the puppies are allowed to just walk around until they get bigger, and then they get tied to a post or a kennel. So I now need to get down here, but the dogs are showing me how to do it. It is a very, very steep cliff, but the dogs are leading the way. They're actually following me. Dogs are lost, but they seem to want to be guided. How do you get down here? Even the dogs are not going for it. So I've now come out into a boulder field. My friends are still here. And then the trail is taking me back up another side of a cliff. What are you doing, dogs? So there's a legend here that well before Europeans arrived, the local Greenlanders would often struggle to find enough food to eat each year, and legend says that to let the younger people survive, the elderly would jump off these cliffs and kill themselves so that the young people could eat whatever food they could find and they didn't need to share it. I don't know how true that is, but that is, a few people have said that to me since I got into Ilulissat, so it's quite a well-known legend. Dog friends can't make it through here. I'm not surprised, I'm struggling to make it through here. I wonder if they're lost and they've walked away from their group of dog friends, because they keep crying and whimpering. But there are signs everywhere saying that you're not allowed to feed them, touch them, or get too close to them, because they're not pets. They're working dogs. So there isn't really much I can do. Just gotta keep going. But this path is getting even harder to get along now. And the blue dots are disappearing. Like this is a sheer cliff face that I don't know where I could stand to get over this. My hands are numb, it's so cold. So somehow I need to get down here, and then the blue seemed to split off. There's a blue mound in front of me, and then there's one at the top of the hill as well. I'm really off the beaten track now. I have no phone signal whatsoever. So if I get lost, I'm a bit stuck. I must now be at the highest point on the blue trail. Just endless icebergs. The old quarry, and then hopefully this trail starts heading back down towards Ilulissat town, because my hands feel like they're going to snap off. It is so cold. On earth do we get across here? It's just boulders. I have no idea how to get across this one. It's definitely the right way because there's blue dots, and then there's blue dots at the other side. Somehow made it across those boulders. Now I need to get down this sheer cliff face. seems to be a stream of some kind. So we are right down near the shore now. I have no idea where exactly in Ilulissat we are. I think I've been walking for about 2.5 hours already. But now we need to walk through a swamp. An icy swamp. This ice feels very thin. It is really slippery as well. This trail just seems to go on forever and ever. Now going back up again. So if you want a drink, that's probably some of the cleanest water I've ever seen. And it's been naturally filtered through all these rocks. It's also incredibly cold. But now we need to go up here somehow, and then we're going up again. I've been walking for probably another hour, and it's brought us out here. But there's now no more blue dots or anything, so I wonder if I've taken a wrong turning somewhere. This doesn't feel like a marked hiking route to me. I enjoyed this hike for the first 3 hours. Now it's just too cold and too windy, and I can't feel my fingers. So I've just walked all the way up from the water's edge down there. I still don't know if I'm on the right path. I haven't seen any blue dots for a good 15-20 minutes. We'll just keep following this round and see where we end up. blue dot. A blue dots. We are on the right path. I just don't know how long is left on this trail. So I see Illulisat far in the distance. We're now having to go down quite a steep rocky path, and then it looks like we might come out into one of those dog fields with loads of dogs tied up again. I don't know, I don't recognise that part of Illulisat, so I'm not sure where we're going to come out here or how far it is. It seems quite a distance from here. So we need to climb over all of this. These rocks are incredibly loose. There's nowhere you can get a great footing. Some genius has decided to paint one of the blue dots right in the middle of this. So we've made it over these, but I can see another lot of them down there as well. Oh, this should be fun. We need to walk through... how are we going to do this one? Oh my god, there's just more and more of these loose rocks everywhere. Don't actually seem to be getting any closer. I've been walking for another 30 minutes down that, and now we're walking on the very edge of a sheer drop down. There are blue markers, so we are in the right place. It's just really slippery, and there's nowhere flat to stand. Nearly fell then. So we've been brought out, I think we're now at the end of the trail, and we've been brought out to this. We've got to walk through all of these dogs. Where's the blue things gone? Some of these dogs are not chained up, some of them are. So there's a big dog chasing me. It's just walking behind me. So the blue trail is now done. It's brought me out somewhere in Ilulissat. I do not recognise this place at all. So yeah, I need to work out where I am now. I don't think I've even seen any of this part of Ilulissat before. So we've just walked all that way. So the Ice Fjord Centre is 4.3 kilometres away. So I don't know where we are. We're going to have to use Google Maps. So we've been brought out near the local football stadium for the mighty Ilulissat FC. So it's about a 25-minute walk back into town apparently, according to Google Maps. So I'm going to end the video here because you don't need to see walking along roads to get back to the hotel. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the most challenging physically video I've ever made. I will not be repeating it, but please give me a like just for the effort if nothing else, and a follow because there's a lot more from Ilulissat and Greenland coming up. But until next time, thanks for watching. So I spoke to YouTube and they said you would also like these cool videos from my channel, so please also check these ones out.
Greenland sings.